Yo, so my guy Luke hit me up in the comments of one of my videos. He said, when am I going to do a draft analysis? I did a video on this yesterday, but I want to do a quick summary of my top 5 picks I had for my Cleveland Browns mock draft right here for you guys. And because it is still pretty early in the process, whereas the Browns haven't hired a head coach yet, we haven't made any free agent signings or nothing. I decided that I was going to make no trades on this, and I was just going to see how much in a hypothetical world we can improve the roster today. And it'll be a nice video to look back on later when the draft actually happens. So with my first pick at 6 overall, I took Jordan Tyson out of Arizona State. Now here's the thing. Injuries is the only real thing you can say on this kid. I think he is a monster after the catch, contested catches, route running, all of it. He understands it. I think he's the best wide receiver prospect. The question is, how healthy is he going to stay? I looked at some of his injuries. I don't really think it was like super connected. I just think he got a little unlucky. I think worst case in the NFL, he's like that Keenan Allen guy that when he's out there, he's still a monster, but he does have a couple of injuries here and there. But I'm taking Jordan Tyson, and he's automatically wide receiver 1 for the Browns. With my second first round pick, I went with this behemoth right here, bro. You see this guy, look at him, look at his face. You see him pulling guard, coming at you as a linebacker. You want no parts of that. This is a powerful guard, run blocker. You're picking him up to replace Joel Bitonio, who we're assuming is retiring this offseason. This is going to be someone who you hope to plug and play on your O-line day one. So with my third pick, which would be our first pick in the second round, I had my eyes on Trevor Gooseby, but in the mock draft I did, he went one slot ahead. But Denzel Boston had slid all the way to that second round pick, and I said, we got to take him. Now, the thing with this kid is there's a little bit of, I love cookies, like little Cam Newton, Keon Coleman thing in him, but I think his ceiling is that T. Higgins type receiver who's just going to do absolute work at your X. I love him personally. I think he has the potential to be the best receiver in the draft. To follow that up, I went with the tackle out of Clemson, Blake Miller. This is a guy that if you're sick of Jack Conklin and we need someone who's going to be out there at right tackle, this is the guy, a little developer. I think at worst, this kid could turn out to just be a solid starter at right tackle in the NFL. Not all pro level, but just a reliable, solid guy. And finally, to round it off with my fifth pick, I took Jake Slaughter. You know, we just saw Luke Whippler get hurt in the last game of the season, and we've had some problems between him and Poaches. Maybe not the highest caliber center play. So I think Slaughter could come in here, pause and compete to be a starter, probably sign a dude to have some competition, but I think he's got a shot. Let me know what you thought of this mock draft. Here's the proof of my first 5 picks, and check me out on YouTube to see more of my videos. You can see the long form versus the short form I do here.